Welcome to today's group training. Today we're going over the best fruits and vegetables for fat loss and also the ones that are still good but not as good as some of the other ones. So let's get right into it, guys. I'm a big fan of high volume eating. If we can fill our stomachs up with low calorie volume, it's gonna keep us full for longer so we're less likely snack on processed foods or have other types of cravings. So let's get into this. We're going to start with fruits first because fruits have a lot of volume, a lot of fiber, and they can really help with us feeling full, feeling satisfied, and helping us lose body fat. So before I get into the actual list of the fruits, the best fruits for fat loss are melons and berries. Melons have a lot of volume and a lot of water for very little calories, and you'll be able to get a lot of volume, mass, and density of melons into your stomach for very little calories. And what's great about berries is there's a ton of fiber in berries, and the fiber slows down digestion and keeps you full for longer. All right, wanted to get that out for first. Now let's get into it. The best fruit to lose weight, guys. This is very exciting. Before I start, I got to point out that all fruits are pretty healthy. I should take out that word pretty. They all are healthy. Oh, fruit, they're going to ruin your diet. It has fructose in it. No, those are mindless people that say that. Even the worst fruit is still healthier for you than a burger and fries. But there are some fruits that are better than others. So let's get into the list. We're going down from the top 5 best to down to the top 5 worst first. So blackberries. Blackberries are one of my favorites because I like the way they taste. But the great thing about blackberries, guys, is they're packed with fiber. They have a ton of fiber. So eating a lot of blackberries is going to slow down your digestion. So 12 grams of fiber per 100 calories. So to get 100 calories of blackberries, you would have to eat 230 grams. That's half a pound. So I want to bring this up for you guys. If you could still see my screen, 1 pound of weight is 453 grams. So that's about about a half a pound of blackberries is only 100 calories. Just like think about that for a second. Like that, a half a pound of blackberries is a lot of volume. I don't have it with me right now, but just so you can understand, blackberries are very light, and they also have a very lot of fiber. So them being so light, having a lot of fiber, it's a lot of volume, very little calories, and to get 100 calories, you would have to eat nearly a half a pound. To me, that's mind-boggling. So we're gonna get neck into the next one. So melons. Melons are great because they're very low in calorie and they have a lot of water. I mean, you could count this towards your water goal depending on how much melons you're eating. 300 grams only has 100 calories. What's the only downside of melons is they don't have as much fiber, but that's not even a downside. Melons are still great because 300 grams is 100 calories. That means you could eat a pound of melons and only consume 150 calories. And the melons that we are referring to are honeydew. Some melons are slightly different than others, but it's all relatively close. So 150 calories of honeydew is is a pound. That's crazy. So 300 grams, sorry, I had a little hiccup there. 300 grams only has 100 calories, which means that if you eat a pound of melons, you'd only consume 150 calories. That's crazy. Let's keep going. Watermelon. This is one of my favorites. Watermelons are great. I think they got their name because they have so much water content. It's a lot of water. And the sugar that's coming from fruit, guys, is not the same sugar that's coming from processed foods. So again, these watermelons are very low calorie, filling, and great when you're dieting. Okay, so 330 grams to get 100 calories. So again, let's go back to this chart for just a reference. That's more than half a pound to get 100 calories. Crazy, crazy. Though it's more water, less fiber, so you can kind of mix and match. That's why I say matching between berries and melons, it's the best of both worlds. All right, number 2, strawberries. I love strawberries. Strawberries are great because it's all of the world. They have the hydration, they have the fiber, and they're very low calorie, high volume. So 300 grams to make 100 calories and 6.5 grams of fiber. So strawberries are great because they have the fiber, they have the low calorie, it's a lot of volume. Strawberries are great. That's why they're number two. Everybody loves strawberries. I think strawberries are like they make the best protein ice cream. If you guys have anybody watching the replay have tried the protein ice cream recipe, frozen strawberries make the best protein ice cream. All right, number one, star fruit. But you don't see star fruit that much. If you have the opportunity to get a star fruit, I would get it because star fruit are 320 grams per 100 calories with 10 grams of fiber. So they're a lot of volume, there's a lot of water, and they have a lot of fiber. So star fruit are great. Now let's get into the bad one. These aren't the bad. I would prefer you guys to choose from the top five list, but it's okay to eat the bottom list. All fruits are pretty good. I just want you guys to be mindful of how this is all working and why it is like this. All fruits are good for you. Let me reiterate, there's not they're let me reiterate, they're not great for losing weight, but they're better for you than most things you eat or snack on. They're still good, but not as good as the previous list. So passion fruit is number five. Passion fruit, guys, 100 grams is 100 calories. So if you compare that 100 grams for 100 calories, that's a lot less volume than a lot of these other ones, which is 320 grams for 100 calories. So that's less than half. Grapes are great, but they kind of are like Mother Nature's candy. There's a lot of sugar in grapes, but again, the sugar from fruit isn't like a sugar from a candy bar. So 140 grams for 100 calories, which is okay, not bad. Bananas are a great pre-workout snack because they're very high in carbohydrates. They have a lot of fast digesting sugars and carbohydrates, but bananas has 4 times the amount of calories than strawberries per gram. So bananas aren't bad. I just want you guys to be mindful. You could be swapping out some of these fruits that you're eating for the other fruit list. It could just help you get in more volume for less calories. I don't want to seem like I'm vilifying any fruits. I just want to give you guys an idea how this is working. Avocado is a fruit, and don't shoot me, I'm just a messenger. I know we all love avocados. Avocados, though, they're very yummy and healthy for you, but they are loaded in calories. It's pure fat. That's what avocados are. It's nature's butter. 60 grams is 100 calories. So about double the bananas. That means it's about 6 times more calories than strawberries. So just be mindful of avocados. It doesn't mean you can't eat them, but it does mean you got to be just aware. Now, the number one worst fruit, it's funny, like the two number ones are kind of like fruits that nobody ever either heard of or ever get. Persimmons. Persimmons don't really have much fiber, and they're a lot of calories. So 75 grams has 100 calories, so it's kind of like a dense, sugary, dense, fatty, low fiber fruit, but still has nutrition. It still has antioxidants. So boom. Now we're gonna get into the best and worst vegetables for losing weight. And again, before getting into the top five list of the veggies for losing weight and the top five worst for losing weight, I need to reiterate that all vegetables are extremely healthy for you, better than any other food for promoting your health. If we're talking about organ health, blood circulation, cognitive function, all veggies are healthy. I'm only saying that the bottom list may not be ideal for losing weight. There's a multitude of factors that come into play: protein content, how low of calories, the fiber, the satiety, and many other factors to make my decision. People may argue some veggies are healthier for you because they contain more nutrients, minerals, antioxidants, and vitamins. Yet this list isn't about nutrient-dense veggies. It's about the veggies that are best for losing weight, building muscle. So let's get into it. All right. Number five, the number five on the best list is spinach, guys. Spinach. Popeye was onto something. I mean, you can see that guy. He was just chugging spinach, and he was so strong. We just saw this study in Sweden where they're going to be outlawing spinach extract because it has a steroid-like effect. So spinach is really good for your muscles, but that's beside the point. You need 450 grams of spinach to equal 100 calories. Now let's go back to this list. That's a pound. That's 3 grams less than a pound. So you would have to eat a pound of spinach to eat 100 calories. But a pound of spinach is like, it's so much. It's so much volume. But if you could just add a little bit here, add a little bit of spinach with your eggs, a little bit of spinach to your sandwich, a little bit of spinach on your smoothie, spinach on your wrap, all that volume and fiber adds up, guys. All that volume and fiber adds up. So again, 450 grams of spinach equals 100 calories. That's mind blowing. Seeing how many grams of certain food to get to pound is a great way to find out the calorie density. All these vegetables that I'm listing are based on 100-calorie serving size for comparison, just so you guys know. But yeah, spinach. Popeye was definitely onto something with the spinach. Number 4, endives. I don't know if you guys ever had any endives. They're great on salad. They have a good peppery taste. I love endives. And a little bitter, but you can load them up with some low-calorie dressing and add it to a wrap or sandwich. They're packed with fiber. Endives has a ton of fiber. 19 grams of fiber per serving with 7 grams of protein. Actually, I want to go up to the spinach. Do I mention how much protein? Yeah. Spinach has high fiber. It's 10 grams of fiber with 12 grams of protein. But that's per 100 calories, which is a kind of hard to eat that much spinach. But still, again, it adds up. And with the endives, high fiber, high protein, you would need to eat 600 grams of this to reach 100 calories. So you would need to eat 600 grams, a pound and a half. So that's crazy. I'm going to keep on going back to this list. So you would need to eat 600 grams of endives to get 100 calories. So that's why I'm saying you can add these things there. You can add a little bit there because they're so low calorie, high fiber, high satiety that it's just going to work out in our favor. All right, number 3, bok choy. Bok choy. I don't know if you ever had this. This is a great Asian vegetable. Bok choy. I love the taste of bok choy. It's great in stir fry, but be careful with the oil though, because where you get your calories from is not the bad. I mean, if you're cooking bok choy, a lot of people use a lot of oil in Asian dishes, but that's going to really increase your calories if you cook with a bunch of oil. So 850 grams, one serving is 100 calories. 850 grams. That's nearly I think that's like 2 pounds, almost 2 pounds to you'd have to eat 2 pounds of bok choy to get 100 calories. Mind blowing. 9 grams of fiber and 12 grams of protein. All right, let's move on to number 2, which I think is the most underrated vegetable in history. Lettuce. Yes, lettuce. Iceberg lettuce, whatever. Lettuce is literally, I believe, the most underrated vegetable. Everyone talks crap about lettuce, but it's very low calorie, high volume, high fiber. What kind of lettuce? It doesn't matter. Just like The Rock said, it doesn't matter. Iceberg lettuce, butter lettuce, whatever lettuce you want. It doesn't matter because it is great to eat because it's so low calorie, high volume. 700 grams of lettuce equals 100 calories. No one is getting fat eating less lettuce. It's because of all the dressings and the weird toppings they're putting on. So lettuce you could literally eat like a head of lettuce, like an apple, as a snack. That will help you get shredded because that whole head of lettuce is probably like 40 calories, if that. You can just bite on that, and it's so much volume, it's going to fill up your stomach. So, uh, 9 grams of fiber, 10 grams of protein per 100 calories. Load this stuff up on wraps, salads, sandwiches, burgers. Lettuce. Underrated, I'm telling you. Number 1, you probably didn't see this one coming, watercress. Watercress is a mind-blowing vegetable, super high protein. Watercress is number 1 by a landslide. It's the best vegetable, hands down, no debate. I'm going to tell you why. Watercress is literally a superfood. Everything pales in comparison. Some of you vegans getting my newsletter should know about this. It's a high protein vegetable. So it's a secret superfood. Secret superfood. You should be throwing it in everything from wraps, salads, smoothies, you name it. Check these numbers out. 900 grams for 100 calories. That's 2 pounds. You would have to eat 2 pounds of watercress to get 100 calories. 5 grams of fiber. But the killer is the 21 grams of protein. So again, you would have to eat 2 pounds, but in that 2 pounds, there's 21 grams of protein. I don't know. That was mind blowing to me when I found that out. So you could add watercress a little bit here, a little bit there. It's a great little taste. It's a little bit like cilantro, parsley-ish, but I mean a little more leafy, a little more salad-like. So yeah, that was the top 5. Let's get into the worst ones. Uh-oh. Again, there's no such thing as a bad vegetable. I just want you guys to be mindful of this. So, peas. So, peas are the 5th worst on the bottom list. The 5th worst on the bottom list. So we're going down. So it's actually the best of the worst. So peas. Peas are great. I love peas. I've been eating them for years, but however, peas have a lot of calories compared to peanut butter. But compared to peanut butter, not a lot of not peas don't have a lot of calories compared to peanut butter, but compared to the previous list, they have a lot of calories. So 130 grams has 100 calories. So if we just compare that to watercress, watercress has 900 grams is 100 calories. And some of those who are just joining in, I want you guys to understand that 453 grams is a pound. So just to blow your mind there for a second, 900 grams of watercress is only 100 calories. So you'd have to eat 2 pounds of watercress to get 100 calories. Back to the other list. The peas, though, is only 130 grams for 100 calories. So it can kind of easily add up. All right, number 4, corn. I love corn. I'm not hating on corn. I just want you guys to be mindful. 120 grams of corn is 100 calories. That's a serving, and 2.5 grams of fiber, 3 grams of protein. It's not horrible, but there's a lot of other vegetables that are much better for building muscle and losing body fat. So let's keep going. Edamame. Now, this is a tricky one because edamame is high in protein. I always have trouble pronouncing this one. Is it edamame, whatever. All I know is that it's 7.5 grams of fiber with 9 grams of protein. That's why it's on the naughty list. The reason why it's on the naughty list is because it's 80 grams has 100 calories. So if you eat 800 grams of it, that's 1,000 calories. And these edamames, when you have them at a sushi place and you're just eating them, you can very easily overeat this vegetable. And the only upside is that it does have 9 grams of protein, but it has a lot of calories too. So it's just something to be mindful of. Number 2, yucca. I've never even had this, but after doing some research, it's not a great vegetable for fat loss. It looks like a tree branch root thing. I've never heard of them until recently. They're kind of bad tasting, in my opinion. I guess I did try this a while ago. And also, they're very high in calories. So 60 grams are 100 calories. So a pound is 750 calories. That's not super great for a vegetable. Number 1, split peas. Super high in carbs, 300 grams equals 100 calories. So it's a calorie dense food. This is the most calorie dense vegetable. So your 300 grams is like not very much, and you're getting 100 calories. So I mean, split peas, we could find if you love split peas, we definitely can find a way for you to eat this. But I just want you guys to be mindful of the vegetables on the top list that are much better for burning fat, building muscle. Spinach. Let's just go to the top list. Spinach, endives, bok choy, lettuce, and watercress. All right. So we went through the top 5 worst and top 5 best fruits. And now the next thing I want to go over, guys, is the fruit and vegetable reference tables that I've made. So everything is off 100 calorie serving, like I said previously. Everything is a 100 calorie serving. So this is a breakdown list, because that other thing that we were looking at was like a newsletter that I created a while ago. This is a breakdown list where you can easily scan through and see the best fruits and vegetables. So as you can see, watercress is at the top with 900 grams per 100 calories and 5 grams of fiber. I don't put the protein because the fiber to me when it comes to vegetables is more important because the protein is very minuscule. So the fiber, it's a lot. So the fiber is really what you need to pay attention to, because the more fiber each vegetable has, that's what's going to keep you full for longer. Also the volume and the fiber, the combination of both. So the top of the list is the best and the bottom of the list is the worst. So watercress at the top and red and yellow orange bell pepper, even though you guys know I love red and orange bell peppers, but I actually kind of, if I was being 100% honest, this red and yellow orange peppers are a fruit. But just to keep it simple, I put them on the vegetable list. So everybody has access to these vegetable reference tables and the newsletters that we were looking at previously. So just look through this list to get a better idea of how this all works. And reminder, guys, that the grams, 453 grams is 1 pound. So this is per 100 calorie serving. Most of you guys aren't going to be able to eat 100 calories of any of these vegetables. So but over time, you add a little bit here, you add a little bit there, it can really add up. So just look through these. And then I want to also bring up here, there's the vegetable reference table number 2. Okay, okra at the top. And then you guys, you can see dry split peas are at the bottom. So again, guys, I'm not hating on any vegetable. All vegetables are amazing. But if we're really trying to get dialed in with our nutrition and we're looking at everything and trying to find all the bottlenecks, it's good to have this idea on how these things work because, fruits and vegetables don't have a nutrition label where you can turn over and look at most of the time when you're buying produce. Most things that you have when you're buying things, you can just turn around the label and look at it and be like, oh, okay, that's the per serving and all that. So that's why I created this for you guys. So you just need to be mindful. This is how it worked for me. 453 grams is a pound. So how much? So I just like to do 100 calories based off each food to keep it simple. So 100 calories of okra, which is 300 grams, has 11 grams of fiber. That's pretty good. Collard greens, 100 calories of collard greens is 300 grams with 12 grams of fiber. That's really good. Broccoli flour is 100 calories for 300 grams and 10 grams of fiber. So we can keep going down and just so you can educate yourself on each vegetable and which ones are the best for fat loss specifically. All right, so last thing I wanted to show you is we also have the fruit, the fruit reference table here. If I can move this. Yeah. So as I mentioned, berries and melons are the best fruits. So they're at the top of the list. And then at the bottom of the list are persimmons, passion fruits, plantains, bananas, pomegranates. And again, guys, these aren't bad for you, but I want you guys to get results in my program. My program is meant to help you lose body fat and add muscle. And fruits and vegetables, you would think like, oh, we just eat more fruits and vegetables, that's going to help us. Yes, it is, but it does kind of depend on what fruits and vegetables. That's why I wanted to break this down for you guys so you can understand that some fruits, some vegetables, even though they're all good for our health, our longevity, our organs, our skin, but some are actually better for losing body fat because they're lower in calories, higher in volume, higher in fiber. And if you can just be mindful of this and choose the ones from the top of the list, it's going to make this journey of fat loss and building muscle so much easier, guys. So, boom. I think that was basically everything I wanted to go over, guys. If you have any questions about this training, please shoot me a message or comment below on this video. I hope you got value from this. Um, you know, I'm a big fan of fruits and vegetables. My whole approach to dieting is high volume eating. I feel like if we can figure out how to eat, the most amount of food for the fewest amount of calories without our stomach noticing, that's how a diet should be. We shouldn't be hungry. You want to stop feeling hungry all the time. We need to increase our volume because believe it or not, guys, our stomach don't know what calories are. Calories is a man-made measurement, just like miles per hour, just like inches, all that stuff. So if we can trick our stomach into thinking it's eating more when it's not, it's all about high volume eating and choosing from the top of the list as much as we can. And again, I don't mean to vilify the bottom of the list, but I just wanted to give you guys the knowledge, the information, so you know what to do. Okay, guys? Hope you got value from this training. If you have any questions, please shoot me a message. I'd love to answer any of your questions about this training because I'm super passionate about high volume eating and fruits and vegetables and just getting in the best shape of our life. So thanks for joining the live, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace. Let's go.